Hi friends, welcome to Mindful Moments with Megan. I am going to take you through a 5-minute warm up today. That is one of my all favorite ways to warm up, especially when you're in a pinch, got the whole body going here. Totally set you up for whatever flow you've got coming up next, whatever workout you've got coming up next, or maybe you just need a few chill moments to yourself, connect to your breathing, and work a little movement into that as well. So, with that being said, no equipment necessary, maybe a blanket under the hips if that feels good for you. Otherwise, let's just start in a nice, easy Sukhasana, easy seat. And let's take a nice breath in through the nose and let it go. This time, bring the arms into it. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale. Inhale, lift. Let's drop that right hand down. Left arm comes over top for a nice side stretch. Keeping that sit bone attached to the mat. Opening up some space between each of the ribs. On your next inhale, come back to center. And exhale, drop the opposite hand. And let's flow it a little bit. Inhale, lift. And exhale, stretch. Inhale, lift. And exhale. You get the idea. Let's take one more time on each side. And when you make it back up to center, drop the hands. Let's extend your legs forward, flexing your feet up towards the sky. Inhale the arms up overhead. And just like you would in a standing forward fold, hinge at the hips, come forward, and then drop your gaze down in between your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Hands can be on your shins, ankles, or maybe you reach for your toes if we're not quite there yet. No problem. Little hamstring stretch, opening up the lower spine. And don't forget to breathe. And nice and slow, we rise back up. Bring the soles of your feet together in a butterfly. Maybe make a little basket for your toes with your hands. And if you want to bring some movement to it, like we did in elementary school and PE class. And one last fold here, coming forward, dropping your head down and your gaze, opening up those hips. And release. All right, let's get into a tabletop, all fours. I'm going to come forward. This way here, you can see what we do once we start taking our next postures. But let's start with a simple cat-cow. So just making sure our alignment is right. Shoulders are stacked over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze. And exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. One more time here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Coming back to that neutral spine, send your right foot back. I'll turn a bit just so you can see. Sending that right foot back, and let's just take some body rocks here. Really bringing some movement to the back of the legs. Keep that right foot extended right where it is. Couple more rocks. And then, as if you were drawing with your big toe, bring that right foot all the way to the side and try to flatten out your foot a bit so that your toes are pointing forward. Walk your hands back and rise up. And again, if it feels more comfortable to put the blanket under your knees, you're more than welcome to do that. So my right leg is extended, right hand to right hip. Left arm reaches overhead for that side body stretch like we did earlier. Maybe opening the heart a bit. And on your next exhale, bring that arm all the way down, stacking your wrist under your shoulder. Right arm comes overhead. And we have our supported side plank. So option to stay right here, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Or maybe challenge a little bit and lift that right leg up off the floor.
Engage that core, send the hips forward. And cartwheel that right hand down, bring the right toes to the floor, come back around to our tabletop. Send the left toes back, just as we started before with those rocks, coming forward and back, loosening up the legs. And then tracing a line, bringing that left foot out to the side, walking the hands back, rise up, left hand to left hip this time, and right arm reaches overhead. Again, shoulders away from the ears, maybe turning the heart open a bit. Big inhale, and on the exhale, that hand comes all the way down to the mat, under the shoulder, left arm reaches overhead, sending the hips forward in that supported side plank. And maybe lift that left foot up off the mat as well. And don't forget to breathe. Dropping the left foot, left hand comes down, walking around to that tabletop. Spread the knees, big toes to touch, and let's relax down into a child's pose. Feel free to stay in that child's pose for as long as you need. I hope this helped warm you up for whatever adventures you've got coming up next. Have a great day.